The first thing I want to talk about in this breathwork video series is breath awareness. It is something, the breath, that we always have available, yet we are not really aware of how it is most of the times. I wasn't aware of how my breath was usually throughout my life, but the simple fact of becoming more aware of your breath can give you an indication of how your body is doing, meaning are you stressed or tensed or calm and relaxed. So when we are stressed or tensed, then the breath will become more shallow, it will become shorter, it might become quicker. When we are relaxed, the breath is deep and full, like more into the belly oftentimes. And so just this simple awareness to see and to notice how our breath is doing can give us an insight in about how we actually are feeling. And this might almost sound stupid, like I always know how I feel and all those kind of things. Maybe you do. I didn't. Simple example, a couple of years ago when I was still working in corporate, when my boss was calling me, I started noticing that in the beginning of the conversation I was holding my breath. I wasn't aware that I was nervous or I was scared about something there. I had a good relationship even with my boss, yet I was holding my breath. So just the fact that I became aware that I was holding my breath made me realize, whoa, I'm actually maybe nervous or tense for some reason or the other in this conversation. Which then allows me to, first of all, reflect on it, but secondly, in that moment when I realize that I'm holding my breath, I could take a deep breath. And when I take a deep breath, or when I take a couple of deep breaths, I signal to my body that I'm safe, that it's okay. So that's the second element. After we have breath awareness, we can then actually start guiding our breath or consciously breathe. So by consciously breathing, when my breath is, for example, shallow, when I'm stressed, into more deep, relaxed, full breaths, I can influence my bodily states. And it's so simple and so overlooked, I think, in Western society that it's almost too ridiculous to talk about it, but I hope you don't find it too ridiculous. So I invite you maybe in the coming days, pay a little bit more attention to your breath. How is it in general or on average? And in those moments, maybe when you start feeling tension or stress, to also pay attention to your breath and then to maybe start consciously breathing a bit more deep, a bit slower, and a bit more full. So, hope you enjoyed this one. See you in the next video.